CELESTIUS back on my Vampiir. And I'm going to continue leveling him up. I'm going to try doing Darkness Falls, although I might be a little low level for it. Might be a lot of killing of rats in the meantime. I will say I'm happy to see that we still have over 1,100 people on, and it is 7 o'clock at night PST. So the population seems to be holding up, so that's cool. I'm happy with this. Now, what I don't have, now that I look at it, is buffs. And you can't, I'm going to have to run out and run back in to get buffs again. That's not something I'd thought about. It's not like it's a, major problem or anything like that, but there we go, and back in again. And there should be a buffer at the top of DF here, I believe. You have no labels. Hastener, CELESTIUS buffs. There we go. And we'll take haste even though we're only just jumping down. I was reading some criticisms of the CELESTIUS design here, and I think they're kind of valid. First one being that they've managed to make PvE, which was already kind of dull, even duller. I mean, DF might be alright, but the follow the yellow brick road approach to things is not that interesting. And that could be viewed as really not being a good thing. Yeah, we'll just kill rats for a while here. Now, I mean, the process is the process. Leveling in this game is a little old now anyway. Done lots of it. So there is that. I mean, I don't mind leveling up. I like the little hit from dopamine of finishing a fight, leveling up your character, getting to train, and all that sort of stuff. I don't mind that. But I know an awful lot of people just want to get to 50 and go RBR. And the game is sort of self-selected for those things. In a way. Man, with the buffs, I really don't... I'm not having any troubles really at all here. Mind you, those are blues, but... Now, can we pull one of these? Are they too difficult? They're going to be more difficult. Let's try. We'll see how we do against the red. Not bad, actually. And the fights might last long enough that that my timer will come back up on the pull, which I think of as being like way too long normally. So I want to think well of CELESTIUS, but I would say that things are still out in that regard. Mostly. It's just going to be a bit of a grind. And we'll see if it remains entertaining enough to want to go all the way through. Don't have enough power. Kill a yellow rat. When in doubt, kill a rat. Those are purple. We want to avoid those for the moment. One thing that they've done that really takes some of the interest out for me is the fact that the drops are just the stuff. Okay, I've got a rare item here, so I can switch to a rare item. But that's all it drops is, you know, common, uncommon, and then rare. Rare combat dagger. Okay, we'll switch to that. See how that does. It's part of the fun of the game that you sometimes, like on other servers, that you got raw gear. Sometimes it was pretty good. And I don't like seeing the... I'm not sure I like seeing the reduction in gameplay, even though most players are going to want to focus on PvP. This server apparently lacks not enough power. Kill a yellow rat. Doesn't have any battlegrounds. And that seems like something they would have left in, actually, and they didn't, and it's kind of surprising. Okay, 18, I should be able to start pulling those guys, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. Boom. Let's try this again. So yeah, like I said, it's really heartening to log in and discover that there's over 1,100 people on right now. That's really neat. I really like that. I mean, if nothing else, CELESTIUS has gotten people to show up, and that's kind of cool. And the need to not template stuff, that's kind of cool. I will give them that too. A lot of time was spent grinding just to get the equipment that you needed. And we don't have to do that. That's kind of cool. Good, we got the heal up too. Oh, that's interesting. I don't need that. I guess the default buff is... yeah. Okay, sit for a sec. Rare boots. So I am starting to get better gear. That's good. Yeah. It went live on Saturday. I was busy doing stuff on Saturday to do with other stuff that I do. I streamed it on Sunday, starting with this guy at level 0. Streamed for, I don't know, 3-4 hours or something like that. And then after that, I haven't played since until I came on now. I have made level 1 tunes that I haven't even logged in as on the other realms, because I will be playing on all 3 realms. I just noticed that I'm missing something on my setup here. Just to let me go and start up my pair of bots. Speaker and streamer bot. Okay. I have this whole routine for when I start up a stream, and I didn't follow it.
Bolaksa said, "Do you want to do it alone or would you accept help?" I'm asking because I might be free in a bit to help.
To be honest, I'm fine doing it alone because I want to see what solo progress is like. I appreciate the offer of help, and I might take you up on that on another character or something like that. But right now, I kind of want to see how slow the process is if you solo. So I don't want to get any outside help, really. I mean, I might get buffs from somebody who comes running up past me or something like that. What do you think of this? Are you enjoying Celestius? And how high level are you?
Since it went live, I've made like 650s on HIB.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to assume you like him.
Working on our mid-team now.
So you like Celestia so far? I mean, it seems to me like they've got a decent setup. I don't know about their specifics of their design and things like that.
I've taken some relics and farmed all the gear I need for main.
Oh, that's cool. What's your main? So these guys... I hope these guys aren't trying to farm what I'm farming. Oh no, they're doing the plated fiends. Okay, no problem. A heal warden. Okay. I gotta watch that I'm not dying here because I'm too busy chatting. Hello, by the way. Oh, there's a whole poly out there. Hello, folks. Yeah, we'll do that healing thing.
Old_school_gamer said, hello.
Hiya. Yeah, so I'm kind of interested in seeing how, I never understood why they haven't fixed the sit bug. It's been there since the game came out. In seeing how slow the process is to level up solo. Obviously, if you can get into a group, that's a better way to do it. Absolutely. I'm kind of experimenting here so that I can say with some confidence, well, I leveled this character solo all the way to 50 and it took this long and I found it boring or interesting or whatever, right? We'll see if that changes down the road. But I'm very impressed with the population numbers, with the fact that people have gotten to 50 and there's been relics taken already. It seems to be active, and that is all very cool. Very cool. I just wish this timer was faster. So, Valaxa, how long did it take to farm all the gear you needed?
Volaksa said, 8 hours maybe.
Okay.
I'm sitting on like 60k blood tokens.
Okay, I don't even know the process for getting those yet.
My guild learned how to speed farm them.
Right. So the implication... Oh, Hibernia just took a mid-relic. Cool. Let's see what the relics thing says, and then I'll look at my drops, too, while I'm at it. Albion has both their relics. Oh, maybe Hib took back a relic.
Relics reset after capture and cannot be taken again for 2 hours.
Okay. That's interesting, and that's something I didn't know. So, there I am, informed. Oh yeah, I was going to go through my crap. Oh, rare hauberk. I already have the rare sleeves, so... Thrilling. Okay, one more of those, and we are golden. Well, we're 18. Okay, so as soon as the cap, the relic returns to its home. This keeps in that realm, reset to that realm's ownership. Then it's 2 hours to keep sieges and fights till you can take another relic from the keep. That does, if you will forgive me, seem pretty quick. I mean, back at release, it took a lot of planning, a lot of effort, and a lot of people to take a relic. And they usually got hung on to for quite a while, too. And 42 more seconds. That does seem... I mean, I know, somebody takes a relic, it doesn't mean that it's going to guarantee to take it back.
Taking a relic gives you a ML1-10 token.
Right, so you want to do it to get the MLs done, that's fine.
Old underscore school underscore gamers said, true, it could take hours to do a RR.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember one that we went on that was spectacular, but it was planned off-site on a private forum that only the Alliance leaders were invited to. And we took every keep in Albion. This was Midgard, Midgard Percival. We took every keep in Albion in something like 6.5 minutes, and then got the relic and got out. And it was just like clockwork. They had people timing how long it took to get a group from point A to point B at scald speed, so that they could release, you know, these guys go at 118, these guys go at 124, these guys go at 126 to all arrive in location. And it was very slick, I have to say. Man. Oh, one of those con now. Still purple. That's too bad. Okay, rare combat stiletto I have, rare balanced dagger I don't care. Well, do I? 10.23.8 versus 10.23.8. Jeez, how did I pick? I got the sleeve, so we're just gonna flog all this stuff. I know I should have the macros set up to sell by pouch. And I'll get there. I think I said last stream I was going to do that, and I never did it. I have had bad experiences with accidentally deleting everything I have. See, the problem with this is, I was hunting here. This guy shows up with his thing there. Is he not going to be stealing all my kills on me?
Macro sell / move item sell # all bags.
Yep, I'll have to do it. See? Yeah.
Old _school _gamer said, stole your cam.
Yeah, I know. Which is rude. Really friggin' rude. Okay. You can have those ones. Please stay. Change that. Macro sell, move item sell, all bags. Okay. I can do this thing. Man, I do like Vampiir. Okay. Can I type though? Macro sell / move item sell number all bags. No, how do I do it for bags 1 to 4? Is there a way to do it like 1-4? Or 1 space 2 space 3 space 4?
Bolak Sa said, # bag 1 bag 2 etc.
Okay, good. Thank you. Bag 1. Yo, can't type. Brain dead. Really what it is my keyboard is in an awkward position. Okay. Boom. So, that's my cell macro. I will now take these and move them to the last bag. Because, you know, I might want them. Probably not, but I might. And then it's my dude. Oh, he disappears. Okay. Not that it matters. I don't think I have anything on me yet anyway. Oh yeah, I was going to see how the buffs are going. So they're at 39 now. That's not bad. One of the reasons why I decided I wanted to play a Vampiir, other than the fact that I really like the class anyway, is that you get your own inherent buffs. I didn't need to run around with a buff bot the same way. There's buffs that come from the system already, so I figured I would be able to solo without having to run a second client, because that would just dog my system down a little bit. I really do like the class, mind you. One of the things I like about it is actually the fact that you could really play each of the 3 specs, and they offer something interesting. I know people like Dementia better for RVR because of the fumbles and things like that, but you could play the other 2 specs and still potentially be okay, I think, if you were clever and took advantage of what they offer. Unlike some classes where really there is one spec that everybody prefers, and that's all she wrote. Mind you, I mean, with Champion, that's large weapon, and I had an absolute gas on Phoenix with my sword and board champion. Mind you, to a certain degree, one of the reasons why I like Vampiir is because it's pretty push button. It's not far off or far higher level of difficulty than, say, Bone Dancer, which is pretty frickin' simple most of the time. Hey! Are you going to kill me, sir? Probably. Maybe not. I'm very low level. Although that never used to stop people. Killing all the Greys was a great way to bring somebody out to fight, after all. But maybe it's different here. Okay. Okay, what's our population at? I've been still over 1,000. Pacific Coast time, where I am, seems to be like the worst time zone for playing DAOC because it's still got such a huge European base. And for North America, probably East Coast time is the best. But I'm impressed with the numbers that this place has right now when I'm playing. When I played Brotherlands 2 at 11 o'clock at night, there might be 20 people on the server. Well, that isn't enough, right? So this gives me some real hope that I will be able to do some RVR and have people around and everything else like that when I get to higher level. Even though I'm playing in a time zone that's not necessarily the best for population normally. Come on.
J Red Bingo said, how many on?
Right now, 1,039. Try not to die while I'm busy reading the stats. So, 1,000 people on right now. 4 to 8 PST. Go them. Now, it may also be that people are just dying to play DAOC and there hasn't been a server for them to play on because Phoenix was shut down and they don't want to play on live. And it could be that simple. There's just going to be this big rush of people because they really want to play DAOC. And once they get their fix in and get more established, it'll start to slow down a little bit. They'll lose some enthusiasm, we'll see. But as much as I like Brotherlands 2, it was never going to have this population. It can't support it, literally. And, ooh, somebody trained everything. Thank you. And, this is... No. Come on, there's a rock in the way, but I can see them. Thank you. This has got a lot more potential. Now, I know Atlas is still to come, and we'll also have to see if the people that are here now, and then they try Atlas when it comes out, and that's their, you know, server of choice. I think it's really smart of the CELESTIUS people to get up and running before Atlas, and I imagine Atlas is months away still.
Old_school_gamerts said, Atlas is dead now. Was 9 of us HIBS online?
See, this is the only thing that worries me. Now, Atlas isn't live, okay? It'll be completely different when it's live. When I was testing on Atlas and when I was testing on CELESTIUS, there was hardly anybody on. 30 was a good total population for the server. It was dead because I play at night. PST. When I come here, tons of people, because people don't want to invest the time in testing a game where their character is going to disappear, right? Fair enough. You don't have to. So the fact that there's only, you know, a few people on Atlas right now doesn't mean that much. People can come here and build up a character and play, and that's what they're going to want to do. When Atlas goes live, I imagine you're going to see some people from here who always wanted to play on Atlas go to Atlas. The problem is, or the question is it going to split the population between the two servers to the point that neither of them is really all that viable for RVR? Now, it doesn't look like it takes, checking the numbers again, doesn't look like it takes all that much in terms of numbers. Right now, we've got 150 Hibs on the frontier and only 29 mids and 10 Alps. There's also no realm timer, from what I understand. So it may be that everybody's going to jump on Hib, go take some relics and kill everybody, and then go jump on mid and come back and take them back again. I think they're going to need a realm timer eventually. Because if it can be abused, there will be people who abuse it. Simple math. Much as I would like to think my fellow gamers are all about sportsmanship and fairness and everything else, we'll go through the whole gamut of problems that the game has had before. I would virtually guarantee it. We'll have people doing radar and everything else. There's always enough people that don't want to play at a disadvantage of any sort and prefer an advantage if they can get it, and they'll get it by whatever means is possible. I hope they've got a good balanced setup here and they've made good choices, and that's minimized. Now, one thing is, money doesn't really mean all that much, so duping bugs won't be as much of a problem, I'm sure. It sounds like they've killed New World to a certain degree. And I had some hope for New World, but now, To be honest, in comparison to grinding in New World or grinding here, I'd rather grind here to a certain degree, because even though it's, you know, less variety or whatever, I know what I'm succeeding at here, and I don't have to spend a lot of extra time in grind just to, you know, get a crafting skill up or something like that. Obviously not here, because there's no crafting at all. It is interesting to me to see what differences of philosophy they have. Like this is...
Hey Tolkers, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Hey Tolkers, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Just so you know, I broadcast Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights. Mostly DAOC, not entirely. Hello, indeed. Are you playing on CELESTIUS? And if so, what do you think of it? I will admit that this is not the most thrilling thing to do. I don't think I trained, did I? I did not.
Rolled a
One
scald.
more and then go.
Haven't played since 2007. A bit different.
Oh, yes.
Shocked.
Yeah. Just a little bit of difference. But welcome to the server. Hopefully you're enjoying your Scald. Scald is an excellent choice if you're coming back. Excellent
Thanks
choice,
for
actually.
the raid, Kaiser Kincaid. And welcome to 6 lovely people.
Kaiser, thank you very, very much. And,
Kaiser
yeah.
Kincaid said, long time no see.
Yeah, I was off for a while there because, well, I got sick with something over Christmas. I did the little online survey and the province said, don't come in and get tested. It's not worth it. So I didn't, but I don't know if I had COVID, or not. But anyway, I felt like crap and my voice felt like I was gargling rocks. So I stopped streaming over Christmas, basically. I think I came back once on another game. But that's about it. So I'm back.
Hey Ice, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Yes, thank you indeed.
Is now a follower.
And thank you everybody that came over with Kaiser. How you doing, Kaiser? Are you presumably on Celestius? And if so, what you playing? What do you think?
Yeah. I have enchanter and leveling a minstrel now.
Right. I am not very high level because I've only played when I was streaming. I have some other stuff I do too, and that has been eating up most of my spare time. Plus, you know, that work thing, the real nuisance having to work and stuff. So I'm taking it slowly, but that's okay. Mostly I want to evaluate the way they've done stuff, and I'm perfectly willing to take my time doing it. I do have level 1 characters that I'm planning on leveling up in the other realms too. So far I've made as holders, so I got the name I want. I have a Thane and a Valkyrie, because I always loved Valkyrie. An Infiltrator, and something else, but I'm not quite sure what. I can't remember. And, of course, the Vampiir. I am not a big fan of TOA, broadly speaking, but I always liked this class. And when they did the I-50 test on Celestius, I tried out a Vampiir, and I didn't have very many people to fight. I think there was only 3 people on the server that I could fight at that point, because it was late. But I really liked playing it. And, guys, you can handle bigger stuff, probably. Couldn't you handle the bigger stuff and leave this for me? I wanted to start off by trying Vampiir again. Mostly because I figure it's an awesome class to solo, and I tend to solo when I'm streaming because I make a lousy group mate. Now, continuously monitoring the population. We are still over 1,000 people on the server at this hour. And that is very cool. I'm really glad that we've got the numbers. I hope we can keep them up. I didn't do that at the start of the fight, which was stupid. Oh, really cool. A while ago, I set up a target of 400 followers, and I thought it was going to take forever to get there, and I'm apparently at 398 right now, which is, you know, a few of them just now, so thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot to train. I should train. I'm almost level, I might as well wait till then. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . It's funny, when Phoenix went down, the
Oh, hey
DAOC...
Riganob, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Oh, another one. Rigona,
is now
thank you
a
very,
follower.
very much. Have some applause. Oh, and there's lots of you out there. Awesome.
Thank you for the follow Kaiserio too.
There we go. Thank you. I wasn't actually requesting you guys
Kaiserio 2 is
follow me
now a
just so I can
follower.
get the number, but thank you very, very much.
We got you.
The DAOC streaming on Twitch kind of went
said, LOL.
down. Like, there was hardly any... All these people that I used to watch, they disappeared. And I was streaming on Brotherlands 2 because that was a server I liked. But it doesn't have the... I don't know what they're running it on, a Briggs & Stratton single-stroke computer or something like that. It just did not have the power to handle numbers. Darkness Falls got laggy at 575 people on the server. Then I was, testing Atlas and Celestius and whatnot, but there was hardly anybody doing it. Now, there's tons of streamers back doing this, and I'm really glad to see that. I hope some of the people that I used to watch and haven't been able to watch because they stopped streaming, basically, are going to come back and be present, because there's no better advertisement for this game to me than the combination of a new server and lots of people streaming it, right? I mean, lots relative. It's a 20-year-old game, I know that. Hey.
Kaiser Kincaid said, I just started streaming when Atlas came out with the PvE beta. So pretty stream whenever I play now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on... Well, I've been streaming now for like 2.5 years or something like that. So I started streaming a game called No Man's Sky, which I was playing because a friend of mine convinced me to play it, and then he convinced me to try streaming. And then I switched to DAOC, and I went to live, and I was streaming live because I didn't know there was any free shards. And I had a ton of people come in and say, oh, no, you got to go to Phoenix. Phoenix is better. Go to Phoenix. So I'm like, oh, okay, fine, I'll try Phoenix. Phoenix was better. I liked Phoenix a lot. I ended up with, I can't remember if it was 10 or 12 level 50s there. And I had a lot of fun there. I think they did a lot of stuff very right on Phoenix. Now, one of the developers from Phoenix is apparently working on Celestius, so that's worth noting too. Come on, there we go. So I guess we're going to have sort of survival of the fittest for free shards. There is another one that somebody's come up with. It's something like Red Moon Rising or something. I don't know what state it's in. I don't think it's, even alpha-able or anything like that. But it's interesting that somebody's going to try another one. And we'll see how that goes, if it ever actually gets made. It doesn't take all that much effort to put a post on Reddit. It takes a lot more to set up a server. I actually looked at doing that way back when with the doll server code, and then just realized, no, it's going to take more effort and, well, money actually to run a box than I could afford. Okay, let us bring up the Autobot 3000. Oh, you have to wait till you're out of combat. Oh yeah, I should be looking for rare stuff too. Rare pants. Got all those. I need gloves and a hat, basically. That's it. I didn't get very much in the way of drops. Oh, what am I doing? I made a macro. I haven't tested it. Boom, there, done. Much easier. Oh, and train. Now I am going up all Shadow Mastery. What are we now? 19. Is there anything at 19? There is. A new claw. I guess all the points go there, don't they? So claw and speed and embrace. The speed doesn't matter that much because the buffs are actually better. Oh, you guys gonna kill me? No? Thank you. Thank you for your chivalry. Oh, it did update it. Good, that's cool. Update that one? No, it didn't. And we'll take that, which did update. No problem. And we are now at 42 and 28. You guys are still purple. That's annoying. Just gonna slow stuff down then, isn't it? What are those guys down there? Purple. We won't be doing those yet. Yeah, so I have high hopes. The population seems to be good. People seem to be enjoying it, which is, you know, kind of important. And so far, at the lofty level of 19, the grind doesn't seem to be too painful. It's just a grind, and I'm making it worse by soloing. So there is that.
Heading to bed, just wanted to raid Yat and catch up real quick.
Yeah, well, hey, thank you very, very much for the raid, man. I will have to check out your channel, too. And have a good night. Thanks very much. Thanks for bringing some people over. I really appreciate it. We are all in this together. I really do appreciate it. It's kind of funny. I like playing this game anyway, right? I do. My justification for spending the time doing it and not something else that I probably should be doing is the fact that, you know, I'm streaming it and I have people that come and watch me. And it's cool to have people come and watch me. It makes it a lot more fun. And it's probably a... why did I do the casting animation twice there? That was a little odd. It's probably makes the grind a lot more bearable, and I can just, you know, stand here and natter on about a game I love and have an audience. And the funny thing is when Phoenix went down, when Phoenix was up, I had a decent audience. I got, you know, pretty good numbers and stuff like that. When Phoenix went down, that all changed. It went down overall. A lot of people in here. Like, a lot of mids. And I was expecting to get ganked out of hand, and that hasn't happened, and that's quite cool. Be a little different if I was like level 42 and showing up as colored. But maybe as gray, they're just going to ignore me. Or, I mean, maybe they're saying, oh, look at that idiot leveling a Vampiir. We'll just let him get on with it so we can farm him later. And there's a good possibility that's true. I have never actually played a Vampiir at level 50, properly templated.
_school_gamers said, ha ha ha, probably.
I've never actually played a Vampiir properly templated with artifacts and all that stuff. So I don't know what the potential really is. I mean, I'm sure I'll have to switch to Dementia spec. Much as I'm tempted to go, what is it, Vampiric Embrace for the stealth detection. I don't know if that's going to be really all that useful. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Come on. I really wish that Vampiir Bolt had a shorter timer. It's not really a thing for RVR. I guess it is. I don't remember getting it off all that often. Probably because of whatever spec I had when I was testing. I know I want to get piercing up to eye shot level at least, because that is a really good attack. Now, I should be checking here occasionally. Oh, there's a purple hat. Did we get boots? We did. It's really weird not to have to worry about the equipment. I'll just pull the oranges. I have to admit, one of the strengths of this game is, of course, the fact that there are so many classes. And it's possible to become good at a class. A lot of games are just sort of, I'm a whatever, and I push the button, and this thing happens, and under the right circumstances, I win the fight most of the time. This one really does have some need for skill and stuff like that, which is cool. I think it's got to be viable to play a Vampiir. I've just got to figure out what I'm doing wrong and how to do it right instead. And in the past, I have been too much of an altaholic, I know. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time. I will play all 3 realms, but I'm going to try and stick to just a few classes total. Much more than I have in the past. That'll probably fail dismally because, you know, well, I've never tried a Blade Master. I'll have to try that. They look great. And then off we go. I have sort of the attention span of a ferret sometimes. Which is to say very little. So my intention is to play just 1 or 2 classes in each realm and try and get better at playing them. And when it comes to that, I used to tend to like, oh, there's a thing I never thought of. I used to tend to like, no, it doesn't give you the excess stuff. I liked Phoenix where it showed you how many people were playing each class. I like to play classes that are peculiar, if I can, in any game. Okay, so there's 17 vamps, that is. Okay. 17 out of 332. So Vampiir is not that popular. Understandable. It is a strange class. And I'm not sure if it's group friendly. I don't know if anybody ever wants a Vampiir in a group. It was one of those classes added with an expansion, so, you know, originally overpowered, because that's the way it worked with all of them. But it may just not be particularly friendly for groups. I don't know, I feel like I do decent damage, and when you get to 50, you do really pretty decent damage, but maybe they're not valued. I don't know. If anybody's played one and can let me know, please do. I know it's going to change on every server out there, right? We're all purple except for the gloves, which I don't got. It's very strange not to have any jewelry or anything, I have to say. Very strange. I may have to go into Tirnanog just to buy a cloak. So, out of curiosity, is there anybody out there who's tried Celestius and didn't like it? I recognize that this is a radical change to the game and won't be suited to everybody. I'm sure it won't. Like anybody who likes PvE, for instance, and those people exist, is going to be somewhat unimpressed by the follow the yellow brick road design, I think. Which is one of the reasons why I'm in DF, because I like DF. Oh yeah, I should check my plate. Hadn't thought about it. Okay, 6 hours, 7 minutes, 3 seconds. What do we got? Moenir. What is Moenir? A Vampiir. Hey, maybe I'm not that unusual. Class definitely plays different at higher levels. Now, admittedly, maybe that is because I'm used to having... Well, 18 over cap on Dex, 18 over cap on Quick, 18 over... Yeah, this stuff just knocks you 18 over on everything. That's cool. The only thing that sucks is the thrust, crush, and slash resists aren't very good. Excuse me. The other thing that's going to be interesting is how hard it is to get realm points here. I mean, I really like the system that Phoenix had with the sort of RVR task zones. Since that was on diminishing returns, that was a really good way for a low-level character to get enough realm points to be able to get a few RAs so they didn't get slaughtered out of hand every time they showed up at the frontier. And I don't know if that's going to work here. Anything like in any similar manner. You guys are all still purples, right? Any of you gone red? No. So I am going to try, like I said, I'm wandering all over the place here. I am going to try and limit myself to Thane and probably Warlock. Oh, maybe Bone Dancer and Spirit Master too on Midgard. And I'm going to try and avoid Shadowblade. Infiltrator on Albion. And I don't know if I'm going to bring myself to roll any other Alp characters. I really like my Infiltrator on Phoenix. And for Hib, this guy and probably a champion, and then some caster, because I haven't played a Hib caster in 15 years. And that seems really stupid. I should really be doing that. I'm not a great caster player, which is funny because that used to be my preferred class when the game came out. Like, I was all Spirit Master all the time when the game came out. Okay, somebody has reported a solo mauler, Grey Killing, Darkness
Bacon
Falls.
Ham Sausage said, what server you play on?
This is CELESTIUS. I should make up a button for this, and I haven't done it. I could do it in a second, but that would delay everything. Back in the day,
sorry.
Oh, back in the day. Midgard Percival. I had Mids on Percival, Albs on Nimue, and Hibs on Guinevere, but I barely ever played Hibs, and I don't think I ever really played the Alps. I was all Midgard all the time.
AHH, we played Alb Merlin.
Ah, okay. See, the funny thing is, this is digressing, of course, but I'm going to have to wait for my
old
to come up anyway.
Gamers said, I was mid Merlin.
There you go. Opponents, the enemy, meet each other. I used to be in a thing called the Society for Creative Anachronism,
LOL.
which meant that we, you dressed up in
Bacon Ham
full
Sausage
armor.
Said, I was with the Guardians.
And did sword fighting with wooden swords. And I had a friend in the SCA that I used to fight with all the time. He was actually really clever, really good. And I kind of lost track of him. And I started playing DAOC, and I played Midgard Percival. And while that was going on, I found a contact to reach my friend again, and he was playing on Percival as well on the Alb side, along with a bunch of other people that I knew that I had lost track of. So it was quite funny to go out on the frontier, and there's my buddy. He used to play a paladin, and they, weren't noted for their damage and everything. But he was one of their realm leaders for Alb Percival. So you would see this dead paladin dressed entirely in red at the bottom of a keep, and you knew that my friend was busy giving instructions to all the other groups on how to take the keep back and stuff like that. It was quite funny. I would have ended up on Alb if I had met him before I started playing the game, instead of meeting the people that I did meet who wanted to go Midgard. There's a good odds I would... Why did I hit that? Good odds I would have ended up on Alb anyway. I'm... You might have noticed, very much into the Vikings thing otherwise. But being able to play with your friends is kind of cool. When I went to Phoenix, I decided I would play him, because I'd never really done it. I don't think I did.
Hi, Font.
Hey, how you doing, Cressus? Nice to see you. How you doing today?
Guess who?
I don't know who. I am...
Naristan.
Naristan. Right. How you doing? That is a familiar name. Why are you on as a different name? Why would you... Oh, well. Character names. I know. Anyway. Nice to see you. How you doing? Are you on CELESTIUS? And if so, what do you think of it?
Cause lost the last Twitch.
Right. I'm
Yes,
sorry to hear
very
that.
good.
Glad to hear it.
You remember Carlay maybe?
I do. Yes. I see a lot of names. Keep that in mind. A lot of names. But yes, that does look familiar.
On Brotherland.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew that part. Are you still on Brotherland too? That's a bad way to put it. Are you still playing on Brotherlands too?
I help on Shiraz Hills and Darkness Falls.
Yeah. I remember.
Nah.
No? That's what I was afraid was going to happen to Brotherlands is Phoenix shut down, everybody jumps on another server, and a lot of people went to Brotherlands. And then Brotherlands can't handle it. And then CELESTIUS comes out, or Atlas comes out, and everybody moves there. What do you think of it? I'm actually pretty happy with it so far. I'm only in the grindy stage, of course.
That's very good cause swing and loot are simple.
Yep. Oh, I got a train. Yes, they are. Oh, and I should look to see if I finally got... what was it I was after? Gloves? Nope, we're still waiting on gloves.
Team play for PvE and XP and perfect for RVR soloing steel there.
Yeah, I haven't tried Infiltrator yet. That's part of the plan. This is the first character I've leveled up, and I've only done it when I'm streaming, so I haven't gotten very far. I'm trying to solo my first character to 50. I don't think I've received any help from anybody so far. Because I want to see just how laborious the process is, right? Is it really painful? And then I can compare that to when I take a character that I'm perfectly willing to group with. So far, I mean, I know I'm level 20. You gonna kill me, sir? You gonna be the first? I think you are.
Your video solo with your Vampiir.
I will wave at the enemy because he did not kill me. So far, and I mean, this is unprecedented. I'm in Darkness Falls, and I'm a gray, and I haven't been ganked. Who knew? Who knew it could happen? I sure didn't. I mean, I like Darkness Falls because you get a concentration of mobs and they respawn quickly, and I like the environment and everything else, but I go into it expecting to just get steamrolled by people on a regular basis. I think I needed to train and didn't. I did.
The ambient is best. In DF.
Oh, you lose train the moment you move. I like the ambient sounds and everything else like that. Yeah, I do. I'm just training willy-nilly here. Not really paying much attention. Sure, I will spend the points to get the next level of that, and then we'll put the rest into... Well, the rest. One other thing. Into damage. Torso shot. Oh, I wonder if they've changed these. Medium endurance, low damage, no hit bonus, medium penalty,
Well,
hits the
just
target.
pass
Yeah,
around
who cares?
Red
Yeah,
heart you.
thank you. Thanks for coming by. And we'll see you next time. What kind are you guys now? You are red. Hear me roar. Let's try one of those. These are tougher usually, so that's alright. And did we drop some gloves? I would like the gloves. We did not. No, not the purples. Since that guy isn't ganking me, is the savage that people were mentioning. Didn't check the name. Malzer. I suspect that people were saying he was gray ganking because they were lower level than him. But, in fact, they were still conning something to him, and I'm not. Oh, come on. Can we do this? Did nothing, did it? Oh, it did. Just enough. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I could be using these, couldn't I? Well, let me do it that way. Okay, that way. Yeah, nothing yet. And not enough to bother selling. Enough to get the heal? Yes. Oh, right, I don't need the speed buff because of the buffs. NPC buffs. I know I only have like almost 16 gold, but that's actually not bad progress either by comparison to the original part of the game anyway. Like originally it was really hard to get money. Really hard. But you're not going to use it for as much here either. I wonder if you can actually even get jewelry and things like that. I guess we sit. Well, actually, we try that again. There's a delay on that? There is a little bit of a delay. All right.
Big Points said, are there tinder boxes here?
There are, apparently. I got them when I got into DF. I started getting them. Cast it again.
Volaksa said, RVR zone mobs drop M.
Right. This counts as that. How you doing today, Big Points? Still haven't got gloves. So I'm not sure what I think of this still. I mean, the leveling progress isn't bad. I'm fine with that. There's a little bit of a grind. That's a barrier to just insta-rolling whatever. People have to pick what they're going to play, and therefore they have to work at it a little bit. But it's not too onerous so far. And
Big
obviously,
said,
it can
I'm
be
all
fast.
Right.
At work tonight. Right. But I'm not sure what I think about having constantly being templated and not really getting anything interesting from your weapons and drops like that. I don't actually know if these have any procs on them or anything. So that is all skills 4, quick, dex, and strength. This one, oh, it's the same one. Just a sec. Rare balance dagger is all skills 4, acuity, quickness, dexterity, and strength. I don't know if acuity does me any good. Like, I am doing damage spells. None of those are getting buffed by anything I do, though. Rare combat dagger. Quickness, dex, strength. Quickness, dex, and strength.
Phoenix
and
had
the other one
on
has
everything.
Why not use this one? It's 10.23.8, 10.23.8. It gives me an acuity buff. It either does no good or it does some good. Can't hurt. I'm getting the same buffs on everything else. It's not doing squat. Maybe it doesn't mean anything for me then. Vampirs are strange. Yes, Phoenix did have procs on everything.
I don't believe vampires have a caster stat.
Savage. No, I guess not. The Savage got, or whatever it was, that wasn't the Savage. He must have vanished. Was getting trashed there. There he is. Ah. FX Vamp probably has Vampiric Embrace. Or it's just really good at predicting where the person was going to go. Yeah, if I don't have acuity as a stat, then it doesn't matter because the two weapons have the same bonuses, except one also has acuity. Whatever. I'm going to be replacing it in, you know, X number of levels anyway. part of me...
Olaxa said, Dex affects the claw.
Yeah, sure. What I meant was the current thing that I have here has all skills for Acuity 23, Quickness 23, Dex 23, and Strength 23. The other weapon has all skills for Quickness, Dex, and Strength 23. So the only difference is the Acuity. It isn't making any difference to me as it turns out, but it doesn't really matter which one I'm using. I'm not losing out either way. So... Not in a... Oh, that dropped. Boom. Have another one of those. Have a sit for a sec. Everything's maxed here. So... Excuse me. I'm going to have to fetch some water in a minute. That lets all the leveling happen quite easily with between the buffs, the inherent buffs that you get, and the fact that your gear is all maxed all the time. It's kind of automatically putting the game on easy mode, isn't it? And then I don't really consider Vampiir to be all that difficult to class. I'm sure it's difficult to play well. All the good classes are. I don't need the map up, do I? I'm not going very far. I added a new thing to my stream deck, and it doesn't affect anything, but I was going to check it. I got an automatic speed test so I can see what my stream is running at and everything. Well, gotta like that. 1 millisecond lag, 174.7 download, and 169.6 upload. I'll take that. Not quite what they advertised when I signed up, but it'll do. Oh yeah, numbers. What's the pop at? We are under 1,000. We got 879 now. 312 albs, 281 mids, 286 hibs. And hibs are dominating on the frontier. There's 95 of them and only 36 albs and 9 mids. I suspect people are switching back and forth continuously here. Oh yeah, did I get my gloves yet? No. I'm going to have to make up new intro graphics. I can't continue to use
Kaiser Kincaid said, I'm honestly gonna play this until Atlas full releases and probably move there. I miss the need for PvE and housing, etc.
Yes. I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm glad that CELESTIUS came up first so that we can try this vision of DAOC, which is missing stuff, like the PvE side being more interesting and housing and crafting and everything else. I'm glad that they came up with this first so that everybody can try it and see what they think of it. And then Atlas is going to come out and it will have those things and whatever other differences and everything else. And people can vote with their feet. I think that you're going to find that the population gets split to a certain degree. The 8-mans will play a lot on Celestius, and everybody else will probably play on Atlas. So it'll be interesting to see if that's what happens. And I mean, I know nobody signs up and says, I am an 8-man player, and you can tell just by looking at me, but I expect the guilds that are PvP focused are going to want to come here, because if they decide they want to change their mix up, it doesn't take long to level somebody up. It's just a straightforward grind process, and they're good. And I imagine that that is going to weigh heavily in the decision. But we'll see. I think I'm going to miss... Like, I don't mind PvE. People
Volak said,
mostly don't.
I got on my Animist and am power leveling guildies.
Yep, I've seen a few Animists run through here just tonight. And I expect that that is going to be pretty common on the hip side.
1 to 30 takes hour.
1 to 30 takes an hour. Wow. Yep. Go Animist, eh? I should really learn how to play one. It's one of those classes that I've tried a couple of times and just never figured out. When I was on Phoenix, I kind of got the hang of Necromancer. But it still seemed kind of foreign to me. And... I don't know why I keep avoiding that purple. I should try it, just find out if I can kill it. Or get killed in the process. Well, it's tighter, but I can do it. I mean, not that it's necessarily worth doing, but... Rare balance dagger. Oh, that's what I have. Okay. Nothing, though. One of these, please.
Old_school_gamers said, that's up LOL. Big Points said, Animist can group pull almost non-stop with a power regeneration and tinderbucks.
Yeah, when I was on Phoenix, my first character that I leveled there was a ranger. And there was a user that came on here, I haven't seen her in a while, called Strength Beyond Measure. It was really nice. She had an Animist. And I assume it's a she. I actually have no idea. Of course, on the internet, nobody knows who you are. She PL'd my ranger and on an Animist. And, yeah. Just insanely quick. And probably even better here. But that sets an interesting measure there. If it takes an hour on the Animist, which is probably like the best PLing class in the game, right? If it takes an hour to get 1 to 30 on that, and probably another hour to get to 40, and then 2 hours to get to 50 or something like that, that's pretty good. And then, of course, because of the way they've set this up, you don't have to worry about the whole templating grind. Well, I'm not sure what you have to do with your artifacts. How you go about getting those, or... And there's the blood tokens thing and stuff like that. I know that. It's not all completely trivial, but...
Bishop HC said, "Hey at that font guy and chat, hope everyone is having a good evening."
Hello, Bishop. How you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm having fun on Celestius here. That's what I'm wearing, right? Yep. Okay. Same old, same old. And fun grinding a Vampiir. How you doing tonight? I do have a seemingly very dry throat, probably from talking so much. I will try sitting up and seeing if, you know, it makes me look more awake and feel more awake and cough less. We'll see. If not, I'll have to go fetch water. Even solo, I don't think this is that bad of progress. I expect I'll have to look at leveling a buff bot up at some point. But it doesn't really benefit a Vampiir much to have a bot. There's so few buffs that are applicable that I don't think the benefit is really worth the bother. My stats thing from Twitch is not being all that accurate. This is not showing... Don't mind the numbers. Wow. Lots of middies. And still, I haven't been ganked.
Gamer said, that guy had a whole train on him, LOL.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm actually really quite impressed that I have not been ganked. I mean, there's been ample opportunities. There's tons of people in DF here. And nobody's bothering. That's nice. I don't expect nice. This is a PvP game. I mean, I know I am, like, thoroughly great, everybody. We just got to what? 20? 20. 21 in a few minutes. It's a shame there's no battlegrounds here, but apparently there isn't.
Big Points said, for Vampire, it's more of a heal bot to maintain orange and red pulls.
I guess, yes. I don't really have... I mean, I have 3 monitors, but I don't really have the setup to run 2 clients at once very successfully. I could probably figure it out, mind you. But I found before on Brotherlands when I was trying to run a bot that really it was more of a nuisance than anything else. Maybe that's just because I'm not a good bot player. But between the buffs that they give you as an NPC and thank you. And from the NPCs and the inherent buffs that I have here, I'm actually not doing all that badly. My wife was listening to me cough continuously there and just brought me some water with an unhappy expression. I appreciate it. Thing is, once I get streaming, I really don't want to stop and take a break unless I'm forced to. It is nice to be back streaming. Nice to be back streaming DAOC, and nice to have a pretty consistent audience. My bot says there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of you out there. Twitch thinks there's 6 out there. Which probably means 1 or 2 of the people out there are not actually people, they're bots, but or Twitch thinks they are. But still, I mean, 6 people? That's awesome. I was at 15 earlier.
It's easier to have a second PC or the software to run both games at the same time.
Yeah, and my second PC is, well, subpar, shall we say. It's an old Mac Mini that I installed Windows 10 on. Those guys gone orange? Nope, still red. Red, red. Red? Okay. Drain. 21. Gets me the better heal. That's worth getting. And then we have enough points to get that to 14. And we are done. Which gives me another attack that I really don't want because it has a medium penalty. So, is that updated? It is. Yeah, it must have. Renewal 21. Yep, sure. Okay. Let us give that a shot. Really wish they'd drop me the gloves. Just so I could complete the set, you know. Yeah, so what I was doing before was running 2 clients on 1 computer, and this is a reasonably good computer. It can handle it, particularly with an older game, but it isn't optimal for switching back and forth like that.
You only needed Windows 98 to run this game.
Yep, sure, but who wants Windows 98? No, I agree. That's one of the strengths of this game.
Said, without knowing much about the game, what's the goal of grinding these?
Okay, there is no real goal in grinding just these, except I like the Darkness Falls dungeon. I like the ambient music and whatnot. It's more compressed, so I don't have to go as far to find the next mob that I might want to fight. It doesn't really matter what I'm grinding on because the only drops are this stuff here. Oh, I finally got my gloves. Good. There's no interesting ROG gear or anything like that, so it's just a matter of grinding your way through. And I'd kind of like to do it here rather than anywhere else. It is, yeah. Here, oh, wrong thing, but here, I'll bring up the map. So, you can't really see it here. Map 1, overview. This is Darkness Falls. It's this massive dungeon. I'm at the Hib entrance in here. Well, right there, actually. There's the Midgard entrance. Here's the Alb entrance. Well, right there, probably. Oh, no, right there. It's on multiple levels, so it's brilliant fun to run around in when you're higher level. And it's a neat place. You can go way down in big raids and do the mobs down there. I don't know if they have Legion and everything else in here. But, I mean, presumably all that's there. But it doesn't really matter where I'm grinding, per se. And there's lots of enemies running around here and being chased. Like that one getting trashed. Now, I haven't looked. Do we have Labyrinth on here as well? No, not that.
Big Points said, this game was never quest heavy. Much of the leveling was grinding.
That was the way the games worked then, too, though. I mean, EverQuest, same thing. Star Wars Galaxies, grind. Much worse than this. Far, far worse than this. I would say leveling a Jedi in...
Bishop HC said, there was something relaxing about the grind in the old days.
Yeah. Yeah, I still find it relaxing, actually. Much better when there's an audience to talk to. But, yeah. Star Wars Galaxies, leveling a Jedi character. If you manage to unlock Jedi, which was a long task on its own, probably the same amount of effort as leveling, say, 20 level 50s in this game. Maybe, I mean, I'm pulling a figure out of my butt, but it was just horrid. The only thing is that you could do a lot of it AFK, which kind of made it like terrible gameplay. Because what most people did was take their character into a really obscure spot somewhere, set it up running a macro to pull mobs and kill them, and go to bed, and come back the next day and see if you got killed.
Said, you grind to learn your skills and how your class plays.
Yeah, but people don't want to do that anymore. They want to get given all the tools and just go. And so, I mean, I guess this server is sort of a compromise. But yeah, this should be a chance for me, if I was a brand new player coming here anyway, to learn how the game works and how this particular class works. And because there are so many classes and they all have different tools, it actually does make a difference. Quite a big difference. But it's also natural when a game has been around for 20 years, 21 now, I guess, that people feel they've learned the game. They've learned most of the classes, and they can adapt much quicker to a new class, and that's probably all valid. I've been waiting for this chat question to get answered here. I'm just in the starter guild. I haven't left. How bad are vamps in group PvP? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. And nobody's answered. Sadly. To be honest, I don't actually care all that much. I'm playing the class because it's gonna be fun. That's all there is. I'm gonna have fun doing it. And of course on Phoenix I couldn't do it. I had a vamp on live. I think he got as far as Molvik. But I didn't actually know what I was doing very well. And I don't think I got the best out of the character to get a feel for it. Plus it's live. There was a lot of really tweaked characters there, I'm sure. Even leveling up all the best stuff and everything, and I didn't have that. So. If I do this right, I can actually pull pretty consistently. Except for the wait for Vampiric Bolt to come up. I do need to put more points into my weapon, though. Oh yeah, I didn't update that.
Pull with endurance tap.
You have to get so close to do that. Like, out of range. Out of range. Mostly the mobs aggro you before you can use it. That's why I'm pulling with the other one here, the Vampiric Bolt. I'm just waiting because I can get the points to heal myself too. It's just a little slower.
Bishop HC said, have you played any of the SWG EMU?
Not in a long time, but yeah, I got 10 maxed out characters there. I'm pretty self-sufficient. Including mayor. I was mayor of a town on Tatooine in Basilisk, on Basilisk server for a while there. I was a mayor in the old game on live too. 2 or 3 cities there. But yeah, I just haven't been on the EMU in ages. I actually started a character on Legends too, even though I didn't like the NGE, but I never went back to it, so I guess I didn't like it that much.
It's seeming like they're inching closer and closer to a final release.
That would be interesting. Do they have Jump out yet? No, they were going to do
One can hope,
a final release
LOL.
and add it.
But no,
They were going to
no jump
They were going to
yet.
do Jump after. That's right. So, final release, bring up Sunrunner 2 or whatever, like Wipe, and then work on Jump. I think they had most of Jump to Lightspeed done, but it's a very cool project that they're doing the emulator there. I don't know if I'm going to want to go back there or not.
They released the finalizer test server. They're pushing semi-weekly updates at this point.
Oh, I'll have to go read up on it. I played on Basilisk for quite a while, but the thing I like the best about Star Wars Galaxies is the player-driven economy and the crafting system, and because you could have 10 characters on Basilisk, it was kind of hell on the economy. So I leveled up my characters and went and did my thing and ran around and played and made stuff. Had a whole little empire selling spice to people. Not that people bought spice very much, but it was fun to do. So I had 10 sales tents set up selling spice all across the planet and did everything else and then kind of lost interest in it. Still one of my favorite games, mind you. My triumvirate of games are the best ones in my opinion for my level of enjoyment are DAOC, Star Wars Galaxies, and City of Heroes, City of Villains. And I'm on emulators on all of them. Just haven't played COH in a while either. But each of them has things that I find to be great strengths as a game.
Which COH emulator do you play?
Homecoming is where I was playing. Can't actually remember the server name. I streamed that once or twice too, but then they announced they didn't want people to stream it. So I stopped. But to me, this game has the best PvP system, hands down. And Star Wars Galaxies has the best player-driven economy and combat system. And of course, I like the whole cities actually in the world mechanic and stuff like that. I like the sandbox nature of it. And then City of Heroes, City of Villains has the best group combat dynamic. Like being in a group in that game and doing stuff, even though it's PvE. I find that really, really fun. It's very effective. Your classes are quite different. And you can tell what's going on most of the time. Whereas with a lot of games, when you get a big enough group of people and things are happening, it's just a lot of flashing, blinking lights, and then things fall down. And keeping track of it all can be a bit of a challenge. I also like the inventiveness of City of Heroes.
SWG felt like such a true sandbox. Tatooine housing will always hold a special memory for me.
Absolutely. Love the Tatooine stuff more than anything else. Although I like my Mustafar bunker too. Yeah, so I can't remember what I've got. Yeah, lock too. I can't remember what I've got. My main character, I have an entertainer that's, you know, full bore everything, because I did that on live too. And then my actual main character is, God, what is he? I think tailor, merchant, and image designer. And then I have, you know, other characters that are engineers, pole armors, master swordsman, doctor, the whole shebang, basically. Such a clever game. I really wish it had, I really wish they developed it further before it was released, so it wasn't so buggy as it was at release, because I played it on day one too. Same DAOC on day one, Star Wars Galaxies on day one, well, day two, because you couldn't log in on day one, and the login servers were down, and City of Heroes, City of Villains, I played in beta and then played when it went live, day one. Guess I should be selling this stuff soon. I'm red on everything, right? Yeah.
Makes you hope to see a game with those levels of complexity again, but who knows?
I want those levels of complexity, but I don't want it over-engineered. It seems to me that New World is over-engineered. Right idea, they overdid it. It's got too much complexity and stuff that you have to do and too much grind and everything else. And that's kind of annoying and disappointing. Ashes of Creation has potential. I don't know if you've seen that. That looks good to me. But yeah, I hope the MMO comes back. It really hasn't. I mean, New World is one, but they did some weird stuff there too. Like, your class basically being defined by what weapon you use is a little weird. Come on.
DAOC is looking good, I agree. But it's hard to get invested preemptively with any MMO these days.
Yes, I did play New World. I haven't been back there in a while. They kind of lost...
Did you play New World?
I kind of lost my interest in it when I heard they had major duping bugs, because I remember what effect that had on Star Wars Galaxies. I'll probably revisit it, though. It had a lot of potential, and I kind of liked some things about it, and not others. I have to admit, I'm enough of a traditionalist that I prefer actual classes, rather than a completely classless system. Which is kind of funny to me, because I always thought I would like a classless system. And I'm not sure I do, at least not that way. I like the sort of halfway path that Star Wars Galaxies picked. I have to admit. Okay, you can have that one. Also with New World, I didn't think I would like the sort of freeform combat system, because I played that in Age of Conan and didn't like it. Mind you, Age of Conan was also a major lag fest, so there's that. But can we have the range for that? We do not. But I actually like it in New World. It's not bad. I mean, I like the style system here because you can build off of it and it has some structure to it. But I don't mind the combat in New World. I didn't think I would like Twitch combat that much. We have it all. Let's just call up the Autobot. Well, eventually call up the Autobot. Go.
It's simple enough for what it is, but yeah, the skill grinding got dated pretty quick.
It did. It did.
Dated asterisk.
Yes. I figured out what you meant. Thank you, finally. Sell. Why didn't it... Why did it only sell bag 1? Maybe we need to redo that macro. Macro. Sell. Gift number, bag 1. maybe that doesn't work. Let's try this one. That doesn't work either. Nope. Huh. Okay, well, I'll have to look that up. In the meantime, carrying a ton of junk I do not need. Kind of wish there was differences in the raw gear. I know we don't need it, but I kind of wish there was. I'll be thankful when I don't have to template everybody, much as that was enjoyable too. Oh, a volunteer, sure. Easy power, if nothing else. Come on. Thank you. Be looking to see how much benefit I get from fighting reds versus yellows. Maybe I should just be grinding the yellows. Try us a yellow. Pretty comparable, actually. Figures.
Big Points said, yellow is probably better XP if you can body pull non-stop.
Yeah, probably it is. This will get me 22. Oh good, there's still yellow. Oh yeah, did anything new drop? Come on, mouse, wake up. No. Same as what I'm wearing. Okay. 22. I don't care about the endurance as much. Let's up the weapon skill. We can do twice. Parry. That's not bad, but I don't really have, till I macro it, which I will do, hopefully by next time, I don't really have a reason to use it that badly. It'll help. But I think they have monkeyed with the, maybe my memory's off, but I think they've monkeyed with the aggro ranges here. How you doing, addicts? We're doing just fine. Yeah, the red fights are a little more interesting. Come on. There we go. Give it a few seconds to tick. Oh, they just sort of naturally feed themselves. Like having takeout. How many of those have I picked up? Oh, lots. I made the mistake of adjusting my mouse sensitivity. I can't get it back to where it was. It was just fine, and I thought I'll just make it a little faster. No. Nope. It went from Ford Fiesta to Maserati. And it doesn't seem to have a middle setting. Mind you, I'm rapidly running out of desktop space here, too. Come on down. Oh, 3 of you at once. Thank you. That's probably fine, but... Okay. Just do a whole string of you. Or you'll do me. Nah. One of the things I like about this class is that I'm sort of self-buffing. And it makes it like the opposite of the Savage, where with the Savage, it just seems wrong, inherently wrong to me to spend my health to do things. Try one of these again.
They increased the respawn rate. These yellows are probably way faster XP considering the full rate.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I just thought I'd try this by comparison. Yeah, see, the yellows are probably worth just as much. I think they also increased the aggro range. I mean, I do remember these guys being fairly easy to aggro, but maybe it's just my faulty memory. I am getting old. I don't know why I did that.
Typically anything over orange and the XP gain dropped off considerably.
Yeah, unless you could do it in a big group of people. Yeah, but they used to say yellows were the optimum target. Yeah. I was gonna say I won't add a third one, I'll back up, but that added a third one anyway.
Yellow or blue. Whichever you could pull fast without much downtime.
Oh, blue never feels like it's worth it. Yellow, though. I mean, this is pretty continuous. And mostly just the heal buff is fine. The chance to parry doesn't matter as much, I don't think, because I'm not using a parry style or anything. And unfortunately, the combat speed increase isn't worth it because the buffbot one is better. This is a bit grindy feeling, I will admit.
Blue on original DAOC wasn't bad solo on fighter classes. Especially if you could kill in 2 or 3 swings.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it probably wasn't. Here comes the next contestants. Well, that's pretty steady. Kind of makes me wish I had more buffs. I know I could have gone dementia or VE or something and had different ones.
Or a PBAOE.
Yeah, sure. Actually, if I was going to add something to this class, I would like it if they'd added stealth, like crap stealth, say archer level stealth, to the Vampiric Embrace. No, the Shadow Mastery line, rather. I think it would have been cool to be able to stealth around. It would have been overpowered, I recognize that, but it would have been neat if they could have done it. Oh, let's just pull all the Necromancers. Of course, they're all probably going to pop blue in a second here. If I don't die.
Or a short bow with no training line.
There we go, 23. And not doing all that well. Okay, so 22 gives me that, right. Not that impressive. 23 is going to give me divert attack, which is cool, but I don't need it yet. So if I just avoid that for the moment and go we get an attack I don't really need either, but better damage overall presumably. Well, they've started to go blue. Are these guys? They're orange still. Oh yeah, drops. Anything newer coming in? No, it's all rare stuff. Definitely feeling grindy now. Probably because I fought too much of the same mobs and have not moved from the spot. Doesn't help any. Why are you not selecting? Oh, because of the rock. There's the thought. I'll tell you, the controller for left hand really makes it so that you can go and not pay attention to things. And get away with it. It's kind of funny. So I would like to see a sort of point-by-point list of all the changes they've made, if that were possible. Then I guess that's a moving target, because they're going to keep making tweaks to things. Oh, I didn't look to see what my numbers are at. 54
Another
and
level
36.
and the fiends will probably be better.
Yeah. I figured that. And then we can move down a little bit and try some other stuff. Yeah, another level will put me at 24, and that sounds about right. Come on! Oh yeah, drop that and a heal. Don't know when I start getting better gear, probably at 25 or something. Oh. Bring up the thing again. And that only works on the first bag, and I don't know why. Obviously, I have something wrong in the syntax of the macro. Or it's bugged. One of the two. But I would have expected if it was bugged, I'd be hearing lots more about it from people. Actually, what does that guy sell? Oh, he sells all the potions, too. I did not know this. Cool. Go. Come on. on down. That is what these guys are made to do, is chain pull stuff, I think. I was watching the numbers better. I could do these continuously without many breaks. Okay. Well, it's a bit more labor intensive because it takes more numbers, but these guys are sort of self-feeding too. Given how fast they're respawning. Missed that one there.
It's easier to maintain your buffs with consistent pulls.
Yes. If I'm continuously pulling, then I have the power. Part of the problem here is that my buffs really aren't all that useful. Like, the heal definitely is, no question. But the avert attack, not quite as much. Oh, I'm gonna die if I don't watch it there. Now we want the avert attack. And the heal. I tweaked. I hit my keys too much. More than I'm actually attacking. Which is bad gameplay. Oh, there's a thing. Forgive me for a second here. I just realized I need to check something. Not on there. Okay. I have to do this work thing tomorrow, and the schedule changes all the time, so I thought I should check and see when they expect me to start. Oh, early. Cool, it means I'm done early. Okay. Here comes the next contestant. Oh, they might have tweaked the power thing here, too. On Brotherlands, it fell a lot faster than that, I think.
Yes, the parry isn't very good at low level.
No. Well, it's not only that, but I'm not using the parry style at the moment because I haven't macroed everything. Oh yeah, Alp classes, I will want to try Reaver. I forgot. See, we're going to end up with way too many classes again. It's so nice to be playing DAOC again. Come on, come through the rock. Thank you. You knew you wanted to do that. Now I have picked a push button class, like I said. So if I feel like it's really grindy, some of it is the fact that it's really grindy because I have very limited abilities, which is part of the picking the easy class to play. I bring it on myself. Oh, I haven't checked the numbers in a while. $676. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Yeah. Come on. I wish my weapon did damage comparable to a claw, so I didn't have to rely on the claw as much, but that is not the case. Don't know if you can do a very good mix of Vampiir and like 2 spec lines, a hybrid or something like that. I think most of its effectiveness relies on being at the with your spec level being the same as your actual level. No, 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 no. How did you do that? I mean, I'm probably okay. Maybe not. Less than okay. Suboptimal. That is, I think, the first death on this guy. Yeah, I don't think he died yet. Oh, well. Buff Botsky, thank you. And you did it up here. Oh, I'm not where I thought it was. Duh. Okay. I don't know if there's a healer in here. I do want the buffs. Oh, good. That takes away the resurrection sickness too.
Vampires don't get enough points to train weapons and 2 skill lines.
No, I didn't think they would. And that's how far I was from leveling too. This'll do it. Silly. Oh yeah, yeah. Having done that, have we gotten anything better than rare? No, we have not. Okay. No. To do that, I don't have enough points. Next one, I'm going to get that. Okay, I do want to get to 24 and get the better claw for sure, so I guess we have to go there and just save the points. Yeah. Okay, I did update it. Good. Come on. There. Okay, so we can't quite chain these the same. We can aggro pull. And will aggro pull. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty efficient. Certainly not a lot hard. Oh, that's what's happened. I was trying to hit the escape button on my controller and it wasn't doing it because the cord from this got caught underneath the key. Bad feature. Oh, big aggro range there, too. Still. I'll get the third one, too. Okay, stepping back here for a sec. What was I going to do? I was going to check the numbers. We're still over 600, 655. At 10 o'clock my time. That's not that bad. Something tells me there's an animus nearby. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's sound.
Possible Clone said, there's always an animus nearby in HIV.
This is true. You don't have to look very far. Come on, aggro. You know you want to. How you doing, possible clone?
Good.
Good. Likewise.
How is the Vampiir coming?
Not bad. I'm, level 24 and a quarter or a third. When I logged in 2 3/4 hours ago, I was level 17. It's a little dull, but you know, you make do. I like the class. I've always liked it. It's just very simple. And I like DF, which doesn't hurt. Oh, amazingly enough, I am in Darkness Falls. There have been multiple enemies running past me, all mids, mind you. Nobody has ganked me. I'm flabbergasted.
Oh, hey Unique Freaky, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Hey, thank you very, very much.
Now
Knock on wood.
Yeah, totally. No, I mean...
Throneberry said, yeah, North RP till 36. Unique Freaky said, you're welcome.
Hey, the more the merrier. Thanks for coming by. Just so you know, I broadcast on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Mostly, but not exclusively, DAOC. Probably for the next while it's going to be DAOC without any question. Too much leveling to do. So many characters I want to do it on. Just to see how the system goes more than anything else. What's my played? Not with caps lock on. I'd love it if they made a keyboard that didn't have the caps lock button. For this guy at level 24, I have played for 8 hours. Solo. Which is not like some sort of boast, it's just like feedback, right? If you're soloing on a classic and solo without too much trouble, you can probably get halfway to 50 in about 8 hours. Of course, it's going to slow down from 30 to 40 and even more from 40 and beyond. But it's been pretty steady. And amazingly enough to me, there is good population on the box too. Like we have 634 people on the server right now. When I logged in, it was over 1,100. That's frickin' amazing, to be honest. Those are actually better numbers than I was seeing on Phoenix when I played at the same time. Some of that, I'm sure, is new server smell, right?
Love having my vamp back.
Oh, you're playing a vamp too, eh? Are you up to 50 already?
No, think she is low 20s.
Okay.
Only 50 is druid.
Okay. I don't have any 50s. This is my highest level character at 24. 24 and a half. Thank you. Hopefully that doesn't mean extra aggro. Actually, I don't think those buffs did me any good at all, being a vampire. But I'm overjoyed that there are so many people here. I'm sure that a lot of it is people coming back because they can play on a new server and, you know, have a chance to make their name and get to the top of the class for their particular class, stuff like that, which you can't do on an old server because, you know, it's all been done by somebody before, and it's a lot harder to get sort of to the top of the heap, relatively speaking. Somebody pulled everything. I remember when those used to aggro everybody they passed. So you'd hear somebody yelling train, and the train would aggro everybody en route, either up or down. I don't remember which. I think up it stayed on the target, and down it would aggro you. Oh, that's funny. Watch me doing all those extra animations because I get ahead of my controller. You'd think that they would wipe out the queue when your opponent is dead. The answer is for me to pay more attention as to when I'm swinging. Of course. But, you know, that might not happen. You were right, Big Points. The oranges now are just as efficient or more so than the yellows were there. Okay.
Big Points said, the worst was someone pulled a train through your AoE pull.
Oh, I can imagine. But then, back in the day, I was playing Midgard on a Spirit Master, and Midgard did not have any AoE like that to speak of. Like no PV AoE anyway. Come on, you want to level me, right? Well, you won't do it. Your next guy will.
Main cause of death on an animist is from other people's polls.
Oh, I could imagine. Or from just bad respawns.
Happy face.
There we go. Got some paperwork to clean up here in the name of the yellow-plated fiend.
Rats.
Thank you. It's not a huge achievement or anything. At least the rats are gray now. It's always embarrassing when the rats aren't gray. Let us wait. How long's the timer? Thank you. I should just make up 4 of those.
Set up some cell macros. Save ya a ton of time.
I know. See, I set this one up here, and I thought I could just set it up to cell bag 1, 2, 3, and 4, and leave 5 unsold, so I can store like potions and stuff in there. And you can't, not with that syntax there. So I could make up 4 buttons, and yes, it would save me time, and I'll do that probably for the next stream. What are we doing here? We are healing and training. $23. We have enough points to do 24. And get the claw, which is what I wanted. Okay, so that is scorching and divert attack. Train. Did it update it? Divert attack and scorching. It did. Good. Brotherlands did not like to do that. Sometimes.
I made the same mistake on Phoenix and sold some stuff I didn't mean to. Could have kicked myself. Throne
Yeah.
Fairy said, you won't sell potions with the macro, only sells drops.
Okay, that's good. I did the same thing on Phoenix as you did, Unique, there, and I sold, I think, some tinctures and stuff worth tons of money. Pfft, gone, right? So yeah, we don't want to do that again. I will set that up in a second. I have
Freaky said, I sold some feather items. Ouch.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Oh well, maybe we'll be able to do the same thing here by way of an accident. I need to go and visit the facilities.
The big question is there even a reason to sell anything?
Yeah, you're still paying for creating guilds, guild logos on your cloak, probably some other stuff. I really don't know. I haven't looked. I will be back in a second. I just have to go use the facilities because I've been drinking tea and water and coffee all evening, and it's catching up to me. Back in a moment. Okay. Oh, lots of fighting in Emmenmache. Oh yeah, right. I was going to set up those macros. No. Okay, we'll test those out once we've filled a bag or two. Actually, I guess I just need 2 drops. Really is all I need to test stuff, right? Come on, dude. Where was he going? Of course, so now I get no drops. The irony is palpable. Not that. One drop. May I have another drop, please? Yes. Okay. Now, I put that in bag 2. Wait for the long timer to go. There, boom. Can I now go cell 1, cell 2? Yes, I can. Okay, good. There, so that should cover those first 4 bags. No problem then. Let's play, dude. I don't think they're going to do housing here. The main point of housing was, well, it was supposed to be for us to gather there and do stuff, but really it was so you could drop a merchant and sell stuff. But that's not what this is supposed to be about, and those drops don't exist, so I don't think that's going to happen. Which is fine enough. This is an experiment. They can try a different way of doing things. Come on, you know you want to. I know it's all a delicate balance of design and everything else, but if I was building one of these servers, I think I would give Vampirs just a slight bit of a bonus or a method to get it to the amount of minimum power they start with, because there's a point at which it's probably better to use less than top-end spells because you just don't get the power. And that seems kind of counterproductive. I mean, admittedly, it's not till much higher, but... somebody else just showed up. Hello. Welcome to the channel. You can basically just stand here and they'll feed themselves too. Yeah, pretty push button. Not as bad as Sup Bone Dancer, I admit. Where's he heading? Off to a conference? Maybe aggroed a stealther I couldn't see or something.
Big Point said, I thought vampire spells were percentage of power, not a numerical value.
No, they have a fixed power cost. Like, my claw uses 12 power. These ones here... Oh, maybe you're... No, power cost 30. You might be thinking of Savage. I'm not sure. Can't remember if Savage has a fixed value or not.
what is the value of the previous version?
Good question. Let me finish these and get back up the hill, and I will check. Unless I can do it at the same time. I don't know if it shows you here. I might have to go to a character generator to figure it out. This is just showing me the latest of each of these, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought I remembered it differently than that. That I ended up using lower level versions of some things because they use less power, and you have to hit with your weapon to generate the power, and if you don't, then you are toast. I gotta watch what I'm doing here. I'm gonna end up pulling myself off because I'm chatting and not paying attention. Yeah, it is only showing me the latest version. So I guess I must be wrong. What's up to now? 1640. I also didn't realize I got climb walls. I wonder what class I'm thinking of that I ended up backtracking. Maybe I'm thinking Bone Dancer. Although why I would get the two confused, I don't know. Must be. What are we at? 610. Still over 600 people. I think I need to stick it all in piercing for a bit. Oh, 5 points left over. Come on, dude, wake up. Okay, well, it doesn't show as a percentage. It says it's spent points, like Scorching Claw. Power cost 12. Divert attack. Power cost 30. Weakening embrace. Cost 10%. Renewal. 20. Cost of 20, not a percent. 20 for the stride and 20 for the combat speed. The only one that's a percentage is weakening embrace. That was quick. That new claw is doing nice damage.
Those should all be percent, I believe. Maybe it shows on the trainer tooltip for the higher levels.
It might be. It might also be that they just misconfigured the reporting of stuff here. Right? Could easily be done. Gonna have a whole ton of stuff to configure. We'll train and... No, we will not do that. I did not hit a key for that. I hit a slash. Train. That's something I want to do, is go in and disable all the keyboard shortcuts. I don't need them. 25, not enough. What do we get at 26? What do we get at 26? Uh, 50 health versus 45. I can live without that. Can't get to 26 today. If I do that... Oh, if I do that, go to 25, I have just enough to get 19 in piercing. So we'll do that. That uses everything up.
Look at your next spell level and see if it's the same cost.
I can't. That way. Train. Power cost 30. Current one I have is power cost 20. So it's going up. For what that's worth. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, it's the same dude as before. He came up, he did not gank. I was impressed.
Maybe it is mixed value and percentage.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this time he ganked.
It's been a while.
This is the first time I have been ganked. On CELESTIUS. The dude here, somebody said there was a mauler, probably him, running around gray ganking, and then he ran up here and just didn't do anything. So, I guess not. I don't care. There should be a healer, right? Somewhere? Healer. Hello, Siri. Thank you. I think no connection to that. I can easily run back out there again, but I think I'm going to stop now. I've been at this for 3.5 hours, and I have to get up early tomorrow to go to work. So thank you, everybody who showed up. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you in particular for the people that put me over 400 followers. That is really appreciated. And what is it today? It's Tuesday. I'll be back on Thursday. If you haven't hit follow so you get a notification if you're worried about it. But otherwise, I will be on Thursday at some time, probably on this guy and probably on CELESTIUS at the least. But I think I'm going to call that done for the night. So have a good night, folks. And we'll see you next time, I hope. Bye.